Welcome, y'all. This is the Country Boy Can Survive kitchen. Now, I know a lot of you are stuck at home because of this Woohan Covideous, and so I'm going to show you how you can still get stuff done around the farmhouse here. Fix yourself something to eat while the Cracker Barrels and Waffle Houses is closed, and you can still make it. So, but we ain't doing nothing that you can't do at home and you can't find at your local IGA. So, I went to my local IGA a couple times this week, and guess what? No toilet paper. I know it's a shock, but you can't wipe your butt with nothing nowadays. But coffee filters work well. So, you'll want to get yourself some toilet paper if you can find it. But anyway, outside of that, you might find that the frozen pizzas near the beer aisle, I'll be darned if they ain't out of frozen pizzas. Now here's a trick. I'm only letting you in on this. The trick is pizza rolls. Totino's Pizza Rolls is not where the frozen pizzas is. The frozen pizza rolls is where the corn dogs are. They're on the aisle over, not on the frozen pizza aisle. Nobody knows that, and that's why you can still get them. So what we're going to do today is we're going to fix some pizza rolls. So I just happen to have their own special too. So I got plenty of them. So you want yourself some Totino's, official Totino's pizza rolls. Them's the best. Now we're going to go to town on cooking these things, and I'm going to show you how you can get stuff done while they're cooking. Now we don't need nothing fancy for this. You just need something made of metal, and then you're going to need you some tinfoil. Now I get the Reynolds brand because it's American made, and so I get me some Reynolds tinfoil, and I'm going to get me a little piece of it out here, and now I'm going to put it right down on this thing. Now why do you say I don't put it directly on there? Well, you know how far it is down to the creek to wash this stuff? If I don't have to wash this pan every time, and I can just throw out this old tinfoil unless I can find another purpose for it after it's been used, then I don't have to wash this pan every time. So I put this stuff on the tinfoil there, and it don't stick to it somehow. It's magic tinfoil, magic. And so what we're going to do is go ahead and take something sharp. Be careful. We're going to go ahead and open this little bag up here. Now I can usually eat, the 50 sack is what I get. Now I can usually eat about half of them, but I'm about to show you what to do. This is for lunch. And so you want a lighter lunch because you're going to be working hard in the afternoon because you're stuck at the farmhouse. So what else are you going to do except the to-do list on the outside of the house? So you don't want to get too filled up on pizza rolls, and you want to leave yourself some room for some beer. So what you do is get yourself out. I'd say 15 to 20 is basically what I usually do. And I usually count up about that high, about 1, 2, and you want to space them apart. Quite a little bit there, just almost just a little bit there, like that, maybe. That's 4. All right, I finally got them counted out now, and I got the right amount. Took me a while, but it might take you a while, but just be patient and you'll figure out how to count them out, how many you can probably eat. Now, here's a real good point that I forgot to mention, and that is you need to prep your oven to 400 degrees. That is 400 degrees. It needs to be preheated before you do any of this. So you might have to back this thing up and just start it all over again. But the oven, depending on the age of it, it'll take a while to get up to 400 degrees because that's pretty hot. Now this package might tell you to put it on a different degree, but I put it on 400 for 20 minutes. So the next step is going to be to put these pizza rolls here that are all spread out and just perfect on this pan here, and you're going to just put it right there on the middle rack. And that oven's going to be at 400, and then you're going to want to set a timer of some sort to 20 minutes. Sometimes it takes me a while, even though it counts up for me. Okay, so now we got 20 minutes and the pizza rolls are cooking. Now the fun begins. Now you can't waste no daylight, so while we're cooking our pizza rolls, these are some of the things you can be getting done. Maybe you need to be mowing the yard. Unfortunately, you got to set the beer down for that. You might need to be getting some weeds shut down there, cut and all trimmed up here. That'll keep your fence lines looking good. Speaking of fences, you may need to be trimming some of the fence rails to get those ready to put up. If you plan it out just right, you should have yourself time to dig yourself a new post hole to finish that extra section of fence you've been working on. Digging post holes is good for building up a pizza roll appetite anyway. It'll really get you hungry for maybe 25 of them instead of that 12 to 20 I was talking about. Get yourself a half a sack of them after you've done something like this, if you've had to do more than one and you're cutting through rock. Now we are almost done cooking our pizza rolls. Hopefully you've caught up so far to how the process works, but we're about to enjoy some good ones, so get ready. Now you're going to need to prepare the proper plate in order to serve these things. Now you got your standard Dixie, not the cheapest one, but they're good to hold the rolls. Or you might have to go, if you're going with something where you have to carry it or you load it up on them, then you might need something more sturdy. So you might have to get the fine china out and actually put this. Now here's the other stuff. If you need the support, but you don't want to mess up the fine china, then you can actually put the paper plate on the fine china. And then when you're done, you throw this away. The fine china goes back in the cabinet, and you didn't have to use your fine china. Of course, you could always, if you just want to hold them better, you can put them in your china bowls, and you can go sit down on the couch with them and not have to worry about them spilling off the plate. So you can just put them in one of your good china bowls. Pizza rolls, Totino's pizza rolls, do pair very well with your Budweiser. That's what I would suggest pairing it with. Here's the exciting part. That timer tells us it's ready to go. So what we're gonna do is take our pizza rolls out of the oven here. And you want something flat. I like a spatula, something flat. And now they're going to be real hot, so you don't want to touch them. So what you want to do is just get them up off of there. Now here's the trick. You don't want any of your pizza roll guts, the stuff that's inside of them that sometimes comes out while they're cooking. You don't want any of that to get on your metal pan thing, because then you'd have to wash it. And remember, that's why we put that tin foil down, so we wouldn't have to wash anything. Now, what are we missing? Now you're going to want to let them cool down because they're real hot right now. Oh, here's a trick. If you take them while they're hot, but you just bite the end off of one, you can blow in the inside and they'll cool down quicker. That's perfect.
My old 45, 'cause a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. 'Cause you can't stop us out and you can't make us run. 'Cause we're them old boys raised on shotgun. We say grace, we say ma'am, and you ain't into that, but don't give a damn.
Join us next time when we will cook some dinner, which will be pinto beans and cornbread, your standard fixins for dinner. And join us for our breakfast session, which is going to consist of our eggs fried well.